is the question that we don't have a good answer to at this point. And why has it taken this long for that to come out? All good questions. I don't know if we'll get the answer to them today or not. Let me get to my next guest. It is Mayor Greg Roby from the city of Crestwood. Mayor, how are you, sir?
Fine, sir. How are you, Mr. Scott?
I'm doing fine, thank you. So you've got a tax increase called Prop C that's on the ballot for April 4th. I know we had one of your residents call in the other day and air some of his grievances against this tax increase. I read some of your reasoning for it on the website, but why don't you tell the folks why the city and the city council decided to come forward with this?
Well, the city has been facing some financial strains over a number of years since the closing of the Crestwood Mall. That, of course, has led to additional businesses moving out of our community, and because our community exists on sales tax, it's very difficult to balance a budget and to provide the services that we do to our residents on a regular basis without those dollars.
Yeah, is there any hope that the development there at Crestwood starts to make a comeback here? I know that you've got somebody else working on the mall, don't you?
Yes, the mall's currently under demolition. That is supposed to be completed by the end of April, and we meet regularly with the developer to get updates on, how tenant applications are proceeding. So
you've already cut staff, is that correct?
We have, yes. Over the years, our budget has forced us to cut the staff, some of which has been done through, attrition. We've had, retirements, that type of thing, which has allowed us to avoid just laying someone off. But we have had staff cuts over the years. We've also had to reduce the amount of maintenance that we have done on our city facilities and properties, delay the purchases of needed equipment for street repairs and things of that type, simply because we didn't have the dollars in the budget to cover them.
So this is a 45-cent property tax levy increase, per $100 evaluation? Is that how that goes?
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
45 cents per 100 on top of our current 24.8 cents. So with the two combined, we will still be at a level amongst the 10 lowest tax cities in St. Louis County.
All right. Well, what about the argument that, are you worried? Let me pose it this way. Are you worried at all that since the county has its own tax increase on the ballot, that's going to hurt your chances of getting this through? Because, people are going to get hit with a couple of taxes there.
Certainly. Well, there are a number of issues on the ballot right now that could certainly affect us in any number of ways. The county's half-cent sales tax, we think, will benefit us. And, of course, if it does, then it's incumbent upon our elected officials, including myself, to make sure that we monitor the revenues that that particular prop will bring in, and if possible, adjust our future tax levy accordingly.
Yeah, I had a couple of county council members on a couple of weeks ago, and I asked them this same question. The Prop P, when it brings in money for law enforcement, at least at the county level, it says the money has to be used for law enforcement, but I guess it doesn't guarantee that any given municipality or the county might choose to remove some of the current general funds it spends on law enforcement and kind of replace it with those dollars. What are the plans in Crestwood?
Well, we believe that our police department right now and our fire department could certainly use some additional manpower. As business in Crestwood increases, as the redevelopment takes place, as more and more residents move into whatever apartments may be built over there, it's going to require additional services. We're not going to be able to accomplish those with the same low numbers that we have right now.
Right.
And so because of that, certainly the dollars that we require or the dollars that we would receive from that would be utilized, for our general fund to improve our police and our fire services. We're one of these communities that sets aside dollars every year for a new fire truck. If in fact that tax with county passes, that would give us the ability then to perhaps have the dollars outright to pay for that, so we wouldn't have to take those, wouldn't have to pigeonhole those dollars every year.
Sure, good. Well, Mayor Greg Roby, I tell you what, we can direct people to the cityofcrestwood.org, and you guys have got a link to a PDF on there that kind of explains frequently asked questions about Proposition C. Listen, I appreciate you giving me some time today.
You're welcome. And if you would, we'd certainly encourage the people to attend our next two town hall meetings. One will be this Saturday, March the 25th, from 11 a.m. to 12:30 at our City Hall. And the second one will be Wednesday, March the 29th, from 6 p.m. to 7:30, and that will be at our City Hall as well.
And people can just come and get any questions answered they might have?
Certainly can.
All right.
We look forward to having them, and certainly look forward to answering any questions they may have.
Mayor Roby, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yep, have a good day. Appreciate that. Wanted to let the mayor give the other point of view on that. Clearly thinks the city is in need of some new tax revenues. If you live in Crestwood,